So in this video I'm going to be reading from a book called Truth, Can You Handle It? The John Lear Chronicles, Volume 1. And I've mentioned John Lear before when I've been on Enslaved several times. So this particular video is going to be focusing on a chapter called The Moon. And here's some things that John Lear said about the moon. For example, the gravitational force of the moon is 2/3, 69.71% that of Earth's. The moon has a breathable atmosphere. There are hundreds of cities on the moon. The human, not from Earth population of the moon, I estimate to be 250 million. The daytime colour of the sky on the moon is saffron yellow. The huge structure on the crater Aristarchus is a nuclear type of generator 23 kilometers in diameter. The moon is 38 million years old and was built on Jupiter. I've heard that before. The moon was placed in orbit around the Earth about 15,000 years ago. The moon is actually a planet and one of 40 planets in our solar system. The moon was placed in orbit around the Earth by an EMV, electromagnetic vehicle, which is now stored and waiting for its next mission in the crater Syalovsky on the far side. Hopefully I'm not butchering the pronunciation. There is a spaceport in the crater Poincare on the far side, complete with terminals, gates and a control tower. No Apollo mission ever went to, orbited or landed on the moon. NASA has engaged in a massive disinformation campaign to keep the truth about the moon a secret. The Greys have numerous laboratories beneath the surface of the moon. The moon has extensive tunnels, caves and voids below its surface, as does the Earth. No surprise there at all. Both the cities Demosia, I'm presuming, and Patavia B have a human population in excess of 1 million humans. There is a structure on the northeast coast of Sinus Medai that is shaped like a champagne glass and over 5 miles high. There are numerous large odd-shaped structures on the Zond 7 photo of the far side. The moon's surface is very colourful as viewed from Earth. Several of the Mercury and Gemini missions were faked. The Saturn V rocket never worked. The Apollo mission crews spent most of their time on Johnston Island in the South Pacific while allegedly going to the moon and back. Their Apollo command modules with them inside were dropped from a large military cargo plane to coincide with their return from the moon. The Apollo crew members underwent a very advanced form of mind control to make them believe that they actually went to the moon. The moon has plenty of water for their population of 250 million humans. The water may be under the surface of the moon. Both the Israeli and Indian lunar landers crashed because they ran out of gas trying to compensate for the 2/3 of Earth's gravity they were not aware of. Newton's theory of gravitational force is wrong, which makes Einstein's theories of relativity, both general and special, total nonsense. The fact is that gravitational force is not due to the quantity and density of matter. Nobody bombed the moon. The humans that live there would not have permitted it. Nobody has gone through the Van Allen belt, in my opinion. I may be wrong. Unmanned rockets can go through the Van Allen belt with no damage. E.T. put the Van Allen belt in place to keep Earth inhabitants from contaminating the solar system with our juvenile, warlike mentality. Our solar system contains 40 planets, all of whom have large civilizations. 25 years after Apollo, the Space Shuttle program has developed tiles for re-entry that cooled much faster. But back in 1969, we should have seen huge clouds of heat, generated steam billowing from the command modules in the water.